And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yo, what up out there, everybody? Welcome into the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Live, I could say that. We are live, of course. Episode 58, live on YouTube and Twitch, again, recording. What is up, everybody? What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? It's good to be back. A little earlier start than normal because of the Cowboys playing on Sunday Night Football.
That is correct. That is correct.
So we hope to see you guys hang out with us for a little bit before that game.
Yep, we're recording a little early this Sunday because we're going to watch the Cowboys night game, like you said. We got Red Zone channel on right now, though, as well, of course, because we were watching the Commanders game that ending up being a barn burner at the end there. And
yeah, I'm not ready to talk about that yet.
Yeah, we'll get into that, of course. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you're able to, I know Sunday afternoons are pretty tough for everybody, but we're here. We're having a great time already. Beers are here. I think I got to get at least for the Twitch people and the YouTube people out there, the beer counter.
Yeah,
we'll get that up. Get that up on that end, and then we'll get going here in episode 58 because there's a lot to get to on this episode.
Yeah, we got a whole list of shit.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
So much good stuff.
Good stuff. Okay, so first up, now this came out, I think, this past whole week. You probably seen it out there. Spotify did their Wrapped for their 2022. So basically, any artist or even you as a listener, you get kind of what you listen to, and for us as a podcast, we get our stats back on what basically the listeners and how things are going. And I'll be honest, at first, when I was looking at it, I was like, man, these are probably going to be shit.
Right.
We'll see. But it ended up, dude, blowing me and you away at the same time.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a shock, which is good.
So overall, and we'll just run through these to kick off this episode 58, we created 3,400 minutes of content.
It's a lot.
I can actually say that I have officially listened to all of that.
I have too, as well.
If you've listened out there as well, we appreciate you so goddamn much.
Yes.
We were heard in 5 countries this past year. United States obviously was number 1. Norway and Sweden coming in at 2 and 3. So I don't know who the hell's over there in Norway and Sweden, but we love you.
Yes, we do. And Sweden, your women are insanely hot.
Oh God, so are Norway's.
Yeah, I mean that whole area right there.
Yeah,
I want to go visit and say hi to all.
I would as well. Yes.
Ladies
And looks like our podcast was in the top 10% most shared globally. That blew my mind.
Yeah, that was crazy to me.
Yeah. And we are in the top 30% of the most followed podcasts.
Nice.
So that was a little higher than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought we'd be in the bottom 90%.
Yeah, I mean,
however you say that.
Right. Yeah, that was these numbers are crazy, and we are obviously we appreciate this, man. It's been
Yes, it was amazing to look at this, and of course I was posting, Leaf was posting, we were kind of going nuts on it because we were like, Jesus, this is amazing.
Yeah.
87% of our listeners discovered us this year. Now that doesn't make me that actually makes sense because we started this podcast in August of 2021.
Yeah.
So this whole year has been our first full calendar year.
Right.
So that makes sense. We're a top 10 podcast for 45 people. We're a top 5 for 37, and we're number 1 for 18 people. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's a great, man.
Now I've just that was amazing to see, and I know a couple of people commented to me and showed me their screenshots of we were in their top 5, and I'm like, you guys are fucking awesome.
Yeah, that made my year, man, because like
Yeah.
I posted about it too. I was like, because I said, you and I have been having a blast doing this, and this is like a goal. We want to do this full time. That's kind of our goal. And
Exactly.
And you guys doing that for us, and those numbers that we saw and that were just kind of shocked us, that's the way we do it. And we appreciate that. And
Yeah.
we'd love to have that's why it's important for you guys to go in there and rate and review the show on Apple and rate it on Spotify and stuff like that. And that helps us out a lot. And we see you guys listening, and more people are jumping on, and that's great, man.
Yes. Our streaming went up 293% this year.
Yeah,
Again, that's just because of, I think, that the full year that we have.
Yeah.
Because, 21 was only August and on.
Yeah.
263% up as far as the hours go, as far as our content probably. That should probably go up as well.
Yeah.
107% more listeners and 94% more followers this past whole year. So these numbers, man, that came out, like I said, they blew us both away. And my God, I was so happy, dude. It actually gave me like a, what am I looking to say? Basically, like, I felt fucking pumped, basically. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Because I was like, because this is a grind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
People think that when they start a podcast, they're probably just going to blow up immediately.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
We know that firsthand.
We knew that going in.
It's a slow process, and we found out that you gotta just stick with it, stay with it, and that's what we intend to do. And now we're starting to see those numbers shocked me. Actually, I thought there was gonna be a lot lower.
Yeah.
Because we only see like a certain thing during the year.
Yeah.
But seeing it on that Spotify rap, I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like I would have never guessed 5 different countries have listened to this podcast.
I wouldn't have either.
Yeah.
I would have guessed another, one, like Bulgaria.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he just started like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
So we appreciate
hopefully
that.
that country will be up towards the top.
I would imagine.
I hope our buddies over there spreading the word.
Yeah, hopefully. No, it blew me away. Like I said, when we started this, we knew this wasn't going to be immediate. I mean, it takes a lot of grinding, a lot of just sticking with it, and you're going to see some kind of, some growth, and then probably some flat line, and then maybe a little more, and then who knows, maybe not. And we knew that. And like I said, we're just having a blast doing this anyways. But these numbers actually got me fired up, bro. I was like, God damn it, bro. We're going to end this year on a fucking great high, and we're going to go into next year and kick some serious ass.
Yeah. So get on the train while you can, because we're not slowing it down. That's for
right.
sure.
If anything, we've sped it up with our extra streams.
Yeah, those have been fun.
Yeah.
So
Well, man, I just want to say thanks to everybody.
yeah, we appreciate that. That's a great Christmas present for us. So yeah, and if you haven't yet, we'd love for you to go rate and review the show on Apple and do it and rate our show on Spotify. That it helps us out and it keeps the podcast growing.
That's right. Those are big things
But
for us.
thank you for this year. It's been amazing.
Yeah, thanks for all the shares. I know we say that a lot and everything, but just seeing the fact that we were up there as far as that goes, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good.
So cool, man. Thank you. If I see you out there and I know you're a listener, believe me, I will buy you a beer.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. Leaf, last week we recorded, of course, on Sunday evening. And, I've been talking about my favorite band for a while on this podcast. And then ever so often kind of not, because they really were kind of quiet and just doing these one-off shows here and there, and basically, just kind of all hit shows, just kind of getting paid basically. Because, they couldn't tour basically in 2020. Nobody could. So I figured, they're doing these one-off festivals and all this because they're trying to get some cash rolling in.
Yeah.
'Cause they get paid a lot of money. I think they get paid like $5 million a gig.
That's insane. But
Yeah.
they're kind of doing the whole nostalgia. They were doing the whole nostalgia thing for the longest time, as long as we can remember.
And if you know out there, my God, if you're listening and you know me as a person, my favorite band. What I'm talking about is Metallica.
Yes.
Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah.
You know.
Can you see the igloo wall behind Leaf there?
yeah.
But so a lot of quietness going on, and I've kind of poked a little bit of the fact that I was like, man, they got to do something, man, because I'm tired. There's no news about an album, no nothing. We don't know. They don't have anything on the schedule really.
Yeah.
Well, of course, out of fucking nowhere, bro. We woke up on Monday, hungover from recording, by the way, Sunday night,
Yeah, absolutely.
and I went to Instagram in the morning, just kind of like I always do, and I saw Lars Ulrich, the drummer, posted on his Instagram story, I'll be live on Howard Stern in like 30 minutes. And I just didn't think of it. I was like, okay, he's probably just going to go on there and shoot the shit because he's done that before.
You're right, yeah.
Well, out of fucking nowhere, he drops the fucking bomb news, and all of a sudden, there's a new Metallica single, there's a new Metallica album news, there's a new Metallica world tour.
Yes.
He dropped all of that on the Howard Stern show, and the single comes out, and I'm freaking out, but I'm also really tired and hungover, and I'm like, fuck, now I got to listen to this, though. So the song's a banger, the single, and then the new album's coming out April 14th next year. The tour starts next year. They're coming to Arlington. They're doing 2 shows in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. They're doing a Friday and a Sunday. They're calling it a no repeat weekend. They're playing 2 shows. And both shows will be completely different. 2 different openers both nights. 2 different complete set lists. So we're only going to hear Enter Sandman one time. Thank God.
Yeah, I know you love that.
They're not going to play one song more than once. So
Nice.
it's going to be basically they'll do 32 total songs in both shows.
Okay.
And so we're going to hear 32 different songs.
Nice.
So that's what they're calling their tour. Well, they're calling it the M72 because the album's called 72 Seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And the first single was Lux Eterna. That's the name of it. It's Latin for eternal light. And
Nice.
so Hetfield with his lyrics and stuff like that. And I don't know, man. Well, the song came out. First of all, I listened to it. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is a banger.
Yeah.
I mean, it just sounds like, to me, the first time I heard it, I thought this sounds like Hardwired.
Mhm.
Like it's a fast song to kick off the album. It's a 3-minute fast song.
Right.
It's better than Hardwired, the song.
Yeah.
I like the riff better. But I mean, when Hardwired came out, I was the same way, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, it's fucking fast. I love it.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, and I fucking loved it, dude.
Yeah, you sent it to me, and I was like, oh, shit, they finally did something here.
Finally.
And I listened to it, and then my immediate reaction was like, man, this is old Kill 'Em All stuff. You could have put this right in the middle of the Kill 'Em All album, and you wouldn't tell the difference. So it kind of had that feel to it. But yeah, I liked it a lot, too. It was really good.
Yeah, it definitely has its parts where you kind of get that feel, the Diamond Head, Motorhead, stuff that they were influenced by.
Yeah.
And then there's some parts on there where you're like, God, that could have came right off Kill 'Em All, the first album.
Definitely, yeah.
So I'm stoked, and obviously we'll see what the rest of the album sounds like. They're probably going to, I would imagine before the album comes out in April, they'll have like 2 more singles.
Right.
That's usually what people have been doing. I mean, they control it all. They don't have a record label. It's them.
Yeah,
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
They've been running their own shit for a while now, so they do whatever the fuck they want. So
Exactly. It's their record. They're the ones that they're blackened recordings. That's what they call their record. So they can do whatever they want. And I'm pumped. Obviously, Leaf, this is kind of what I need. I need a little boost from Metallica. I was kind of on a Metallica break
yeah,
because, I mean, I had done so much of that tour, the last one, and I was like kind of burnt out on it. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. And then I've always told our buddy Jeff, who listens to our podcast all the time, I always told him, I was like, I'm not going to really be excited about them until they put out a new album, dude.
yeah.
So this was good.
And
Yeah,
so
finally.
yeah, and then there's always the big question. And now that every time they do this, now that these guys are in their 60s, like this might be the last thing they do.
I have
Is
a
that-
feeling.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, I think this is the last album.
Especially if you read the James Hetfield interview. I mean, he was kind of
I think this is the end of the road.
dropping little hits like,
Well, you can just tell from the tour.
yeah.
I mean, I say
Yes.
world tour, but there's only 22 cities.
Yeah, it's really short. This isn't usually
And it's over a 2-year period.
Right. Yeah, this is a long tour that's not actually very long.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? There's just a few dates, and then so.
I mean, it's got to be expensive to do it the way they're doing it.
You're right.
Because you're setting up in a city for 3 days.
Right. Because they're not doing back-to-back nights. It's
Not at
like
all. It's all-
one
everything's a
night-
Friday and a
night
Sunday.
off, and then another night.
Everything's Friday, Sunday. And we're talking about in big football stadiums.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to take the stage down on Saturday.
right.
It's going to stay up. So you have to pay for that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's going to be, it's an expensive probably to do it that way, but at the same time, they're not playing as much as they used to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking 22, so that's 44 shows over 2 years. I mean, they used to do 44 shows in like 47 days.
Yeah. 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 These guys aren't as young as they used to be. So
Right.
it's kind of looks like it's kind of getting towards the end of the road. For
All the
them.
signs are pointing to me that way because, I mean, it was 6.5 years since the
Yeah.
last album. So if they did that again, they would all be in their 65, 66 years old.
And before like Hardwired came out, it was even longer. It was like 8 years.
8
wasn't it?
years.
So
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just pumping out the stuff like they used to, man. So
I would say this is it.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking what, 2 albums in 15 years almost. So
Yeah.
that's definitely signs of slowing down, obviously. So
I would imagine this is it. And I know I put a poll up on the chapter page, the chapter that I run for Metallica. And it seemed like a lot of people said no. And I was like, I think these are wishful thinking.
yeah, that's what I mean, nobody wants to see one of the greatest metal bands of all time actually hang it up.
Yeah, no.
Especially if they're your favorite band. You don't want that to happen, you know?
Of course
So,
not. But you know me, man. I'm a realist like you.
obviously.
And in reality, I'm like, I already thought Hetfield was checked out
Yeah.
after he went back to rehab and kind of was like, I'm kind of, he already missed some other dates because he had to go for rehab weekends. And I'm like, man, if anybody's ready to call it, I think it's that guy.
Well, and then I remember that clip you showed me. You sent me that one time with him feeling super insecure about the way he plays guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, because a lot of the songs are slowed down, like Puppets. We've talked about that. He plays it, and he plays all these things differently now. So he can't. I mean, there's the physical type of stuff. Being 60 and trying to play those fast songs, it's not easy anymore.
Yeah, no.
And like I thought, man, because Hetfield is definitely the guy that if it's not good quality, he's just not going to do it.
Yeah, I would think that too.
Yeah. So there's that part of it too. But I mean, I'll see this. We'll see what happens on this tour. I mean, see what goes on. But yeah, that's a long 2 years for those short of dates is a long time. By that time, they're going to be 63, 64. I mean, I don't think another album.
And they've said that they're not putting any more dates.
Right.
Like this is it. We're not adding any more dates.
Yeah. So man, yeah. In the way I think, or my opinion is, this might be their last hurrah right here. And I mean, they'll probably do some one-off shows. They may not like retire, but they'll probably do some festival stuff that are like 3 shows a year or some shit like
easy
that.
Payday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
But I do see Hetfield doing some kind of acoustic country type stuff because he has that in him, I think. And
that would be amazing.
And I mean, he probably won't do tours and stuff with it. It's just kind of be like a passion project for him. But
Like release like a little EP or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Dude, that would be amazing.
I don't see him ever quitting music, obviously, but
No,
I think the big tours and big album releases and shit like this are probably done after this.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
And and you want it to be that way, man. You want it to kind of go out on top.
Yeah.
We're not sitting here. We don't want to be Motley Crue
Or Kiss. It's
or
like,
Bon Jovi.
This is our 17th farewell tour.
Yeah, I mean that's a joke, dude.
Yeah,
and they're
I
not
mean,
going to do that. There's no fucking way.
No, they're not that kind of novelty act like that.
No. So we'll see. But man, it was a great week just for that reason. I mean, that was on a Monday. That literally was on Monday, and that made my whole fucking week, bro. And it was amazing, and I'm really happy that they are putting out the album. It's I believe 12 tracks, over 77 minutes of music. So, we just got that 3 minutes and 20 second song. And so there's a lot to go. So I hope the rest of the album is pretty badass, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Like I said, they'll probably release a couple more singles. So we'll check it out.
All right.
I'm pumped. Woo! And I did buy my tickets to the shows. So.
Yeah, I wasn't able to, man. They kind of dropped that all in like a day.
Oh, I know. It was
And
like,
I
hey, by the way, 2 days later, tickets are on sale. I was like, God.
Yeah. So I didn't get any tickets, man. I'm kind of Christmased out, and
I understand that.
Taylor Swift tickets already bought and locked in. So
And don't worry, there'll be tickets out there.
yeah, my budget for the rest of the year has already been shot. So it's like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think closer to the date, I'll start looking, and people in the page, the fan club page, something might come up, and they'll sell them for cheap, maybe, hopefully, or we'll see what happens. I'll try to get there though.
Yeah. There'll be an opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go on. Let's move on. Now, Leaf, a while back on this podcast, we talked about, and I asked you this. I asked you, have you ever seen this guy who calls himself Liver King?
Yes. Yeah, we talked about him before.
We talked about it. His ridiculously dumb TikToks of him eating raw meat.
Every time they stop at a stop sign or something, they get out and do push-ups. I'm like, this is
he's like, this
obviously
is what the liver family does, and I'm like, this is so stupid.
like,
Obviously,
this is obviously for Instagram or TikTok.
yeah. And so he does a lot of his TikToks where he shows what he's eating for dinner, and it's usually like testicles and raw meat and like ground beef that's not cooked.
Yeah, it's
and
all
raw
protein
eggs.
filled meat. Basically,
Yeah.
is the only thing he eats. Basically,
Yeah, and by the way, he's jacked to the nines, and it's like before. I think we probably said this before, and everybody said this. Like,
Yeah.
this guy's on steroids.
he's not. It's not a natural look. You're not getting
Yeah.
that from working out and just only eating protein and only working out. There's some enhancements going on with that
Yes.
stuff.
Now he has been on podcast before,
Mm-hmm.
and they were asking him, like, obviously you're on steroids or some performance, and he's always been like, no.
Yeah.
He said something on one of the podcasts, and he was like, I am on PEDs, but he like used like different words for it. He's like,
Okay.
excellence and like some, like, I don't know, it was something stupid. I was like,
Yeah,
God, this guy's such a tool bag, bro. All right. Well, there's a guy out there that has a YouTube channel, and he found an email that was from Liver King to somebody else where he was basically admitted to his steroid use.
Okay.
And the motherfucker was spending $11,000 a month on steroids to take this shit.
That's crazy.
In the email. I read the email. I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, he was spending that much money. I don't know how you would fucking afford that.
How does that stuff not kill you that much?
Yes. Okay, and it was more than that too. And there's a lot. I'm not going to list through the names of the medicines because that's ridiculous and nobody will know what those are. Anyways, it was Winstrol 50 milligram a day. That's the steroids.
Mm-hmm.
11,000 a month. And that's ridiculous. I don't know how he's affording all this. Anyways, so after he was caught, he did fess up to this. He made a video and put it all over his social media. He's like, I fully own that I fucked up. I lied. That's what he says. Yes, I've done steroids, and yes, I'm on steroids.
Okay.
I'm making this video to apologize because I fucked up. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed because I lied and misled a lot of people. I have only myself to blame. I did that, and it was all wrong. He said, vowing to be better. So
Dude, it's like we already knew, bro.
yeah, that's
like,
what my reaction was. Dude, I already fucking knew that.
Yeah,
You should have just thrown that up up front or something, man. Instead of being like, nah, dude, I'm not on anything.
Yeah, that's I mean that's kind of like when a baseball player comes out after he has like a 70 bomb season and he's like, yeah, I was on steroids. Like, yeah, we kind of figured since that's the only time you've ever done that in your life and whatever. But
and if you, like I said, if you haven't seen a picture of this guy, Leafs Riders, it's not natural.
it's not. You can't build a body like that on natural fucking. Nobody looks like that ever.
It's like those bodybuilders. Like obviously they're on steroids.
Yeah, no, I mean, so yeah, he is incredibly jacked. He's got a great physique and everything, but yeah, it's definitely not natural. I never thought that. It's the first time I saw him, I remember he did come up on my TikTok, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, he never wears a shirt.
Yeah, no,
Ever.
No, he never does.
Now, obviously, it takes hard work to
Yeah.
get that. You don't just take steroids and you're like, pfft.
Yeah, it's not an instant thing. You got to live. You got to live in the gym to look like that, even when you're doing steroids. So he's probably. And I mean, he has a massive following, so he makes a ton of money probably just off social media alone. I think he has a bunch of different companies and
He does, yeah.
like supplement stuff and
Yeah.
shit. And so
Protein shakes and supplements and all that.
he probably has the time to just do 6 to 7 hours a day in the gym, probably because that's what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell that's what it looks like.
You'll never see me doing that because I
I
spend
don't want
6
to
or
look
7
like that.
hours.
Nobody wants to fuck that guy.
Yeah. I spend 6 or 7 hours drinking. So
Yeah, that's
I'm,
so true.
I'm doing the wrong. I'm doing the opposite of that.
No,
guy.
no, we're living, bro.
Yeah. I'm not fucking living in a gym ever in my life. If my doctor said you got to quit drinking and do the gym 2 or 3 hours a day and you'll live like 10 more years, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to die 10 years.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'll see you.
Never catch me in the gym, bro. I mean, I know I have to work out a little bit, but not as much as like some guy like that's going to.
No. I still go to the gym. I don't go that much.
Yeah, no.
You know, like, no way.
I'm not spending half my fucking day at a gym. That's
No,
for sure.
hell no. That's too much. But
Yeah.
so yeah, he fessed up and I'm sure I don't think it's gonna really hurt him because everybody already knew.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's shocked by this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just like I don't think he's gonna change his lifestyle.
I mean, the fucked up thing is the only reason why he admitted it is because he got caught. But like everybody
Right.
knew already. Just say it, dude. Like everybody knows.
Why are you sending an email, dipshit,
Yeah.
in writing?
Yeah.
That's the dumbest shit you could do.
Yeah, especially if it's not encrypted. If it's just you're just sending one out, anybody could get that.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
That's probably what happened. He's not smart anyways.
Nah, he looks like a moron. But I mean,
But he calls his wife Liver Queen,
okay.
and his kids are like, I don't even want to know.
What does he call his? Oh, the primals or something.
Yeah, that's his following, Primals.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Because he starts off every video, Primals need to know.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That's what
Jesus,
it-
you
yeah,
fucking
that's what-
loser, bro.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, you're loaded, obviously, and I'm not. So
Yeah.
if you know that, hey, kudos to you for doing that. But yeah, again, we're not surprised that you're on steroids, bro.
Right.
Okay, let's move on. And by the way, go check his TikTok out, and you'll see the video that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. I think you got a couple of entertainment stuff before we get into some sports, so go ahead.
Yeah, so a couple of shows one show that I'm pretty excited about. It's we talked about the Terminal List earlier and how we love that show. This show is kind of like that. And a lot of people maybe have seen this for season 1 and 2 of this show. It's the Jack Ryan show.
Yeah.
That's on, I think, Amazon.
And the main actor is...
John Krasinski.
That's right.
Yeah. But I guess 2019 was when season 2 came out. And so I think COVID fucked this. It's one of the shows that got kind of lost in the whole COVID thing. And so
got delayed.
Yeah. So sometime in December, I think it's in a couple of weeks, actually, they're releasing season 3 of the show. And I'm pumped to see this, but I'm going to have to go back and watch season 1 and 2 because
I watched season
so
1
long.
and I half of 2. I fucking don't remember a damn thing.
Yeah, it's been 3 years. So I'm like, I have no clue. I watched so much shit since then.
Right.
So I'm lost. So
And drink a lot.
yes. But I'm pumped about that show because I liked it. Season 1 and 2 were great. And so it's John Krasinski plays Jack Ryan. He's like a CIA person, and he was doing a desk job, and then he got sent overseas to do some CIA stuff. It's like kind of like a spy sort of espionage type of thing. So it's really cool. It's kind of same lines as that Terminal List, which we really liked as well. So.
Oh, God, yeah, dude.
And then I saw a post about a sequel coming out, which has been...
sequel?
Yeah.
Okay.
This a lot of these are coming out now. It's like these sequels that are from originals that were like 30, 40 years ago. This is another one. This is Beetlejuice. They've been talking about doing this for so many years. And they finally
Beetlejuice 2. Huh?
Beetlejuice 2. It says Beetlejuice 2 now in development. And this is after Tim Burton confirmed the news in a recent interview. He said Beetlejuice 2 is a go, has been approved by the Warner Brothers team. We have talked with the cast members we wanted for the film, and they are all on board. That includes Winona Ryder and Michael Keaton coming back as Beetlejuice. And then also, fans of Beetlejuice are ecstatic over sequel rumors as it appears that Johnny Depp will join the cast for the film's premiere.
Okay.
And this is set for 2025. Like I said, it's just getting started. I don't know if there's a script out there, but Tim Burton has confirmed.
I would imagine Tim Burton's already got that ready to rock.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Like I said, they've been talking about this for years, and it just never got off the ground. And so...
well, okay, so first of all, number one, if you have Michael Keaton come back, that's great because there's nobody else who can play that character.
I'm already on board.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching this
I mean,
movie.
that's one of his best characters.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. I don't know what the story's going to be. Obviously, Winona coming back as Lydia is going to be a part. It's probably centered around that.
Yeah.
I would imagine. And I don't know. Like I said, Johnny Depp's attached. I don't know if he's actually confirmed, but his name's been thrown around. So
I mean, that's
who
a
knows?
good guy to have on the cast.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to see this guy do movies again, dude.
Yeah.
So, and with Tim Burton doing it, I'm 100% in. So, hopefully, it won't be.
I mean, he did the original. There's nobody else you could get to do it. The second one,
Yeah.
otherwise, this is not going to work.
right.
I wonder if. I mean, Alec Baldwin's out there still, right? I mean, he could come back somehow. And what's
Gina
her name?
Davis.
Gina Davis, yeah. They could somehow play a role, I'm sure.
Maybe.
At some point. And I don't know, though. Alec Baldwin's too busy shooting people. So
Yeah, he's kind of.
I think he's kind of in shit creek, bro,
Yeah.
without a paddle.
Yeah, I think he's canceled, I guess is what if you call it. But I don't know.
It tends to happen when you shoot somebody.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Even if it was an accident, I mean, you're still
Yeah.
kind of fucked over that whole deal. But
yeah, I don't.
but I didn't
yeah.
see those names in it. But
Okay.
like I know they did confirm that Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder are definitely coming back, and Tim Burton obviously. So I'm already pumped about it. It's gonna. I hope.
Yeah.
It's been 34 years since the original, so hopefully I know like Maverick, Top Gun, that was about that same distance.
That was,
And
yeah.
now obviously Maverick was the massive movie, which hey, we need to do top 5 2022 movies.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's going to be, I think,
Towards the end.
mid-December.
Yeah, well,
Mid-December. I want to do that list, and at the same time, when we do that episode, I'm gonna do the 2022 year in review on Pornhub.
Oh yeah,
the top searches.
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah. So once
So,
that
yeah.
comes out, we're gonna do that as well.
So
But,
Michael Keaton come back as Beetlejuice. Fucking, I'm in.
Oh, I'm
I
in.
love it.
Yeah, I mean that's still
Can't
that's
wait. But it said it's going to be till maybe 2025 when this comes out. So
okay.
Yeah.
I mean that's not far.
yeah,
I mean 3 years. Well, actually, like 2 basically.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, Beetlejuice is still one of those movies that I can go watch now and love it still.
Oh yeah, it was a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
I watched it as a kid all the fucking time.
Yeah, of course. Great movie. Like I said, Michael Keaton's that's one of his best characters ever.
And I mean, he's a great actor, man, and he's been one of my favorites forever. He's my favorite Batman, obviously. And
Oh yeah,
we talked about
did that
yeah.
list.
So I'm pumped about that.
Hell yeah, brother. I love it. Okay. Do you have any other entertainment stuff going on over there before we jump over to some sports?
Let me see.
We'll kick some ass in the sports world.
Just Christine McVie. We were going to talk about her real quick.
Oh yeah. We can either do that now or we can wait till the end when we do our stuff, the music stuff.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's jump over to sports then. Let's do that real quick. Obviously, with the NFL's going on right now as we speak, we're not going to do too heavy on that. So the first thing I want to talk about is what we've talked about the last few episodes. Obviously, the USA was in the World Cup. They played. They got out of their group, went into the knockout round, which is the round of 16, and they played yesterday morning, 9 a.m. And they were going up against the Netherlands. We knew this was going to be a tough game. Mm-hmm. Ended up losing 3-1. So they're out of the World Cup officially. They're probably home by now, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But I will say the USA team again. They were the second youngest team in the World Cup. They were the youngest team that made it out of the group. They were the youngest team left.
Yes.
At the average age was like 24, 25.
Yeah, very young team.
Very young. And not a lot was expected. When we first originally talked about the World Cup, I think both of us were saying, like, look, if they make it out of the group, that's a fucking win.
Yeah.
I mean, because they were in a pretty tough group.
Yeah, they were. They were in the group with England,
Wales,
and Iran. And
they were pretty good. Iran, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like a fucking gimme.
No. And what was pretty wild is that they got out of that group without losing a game.
Yeah.
And then also not scoring a ton of goals.
No, they only scored 2 goals.
Yeah. So they had 2 draws, and then they beat Iran, and that's got them out of the group there. So
yep.
By the skin of their teeth, man, which, that, like we said, that's a W when you get out of your group like that. And you go to the round 16, and then...
Well, none of these guys played in a World Cup ever, except for one person on their roster who wasn't even a starter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he barely played.
Yeah. Yedlin, he was on the
Yeah.
the last team, which was 8 years ago because we missed it last year.
Yeah, so these guys are basically new to this stage, and to make it out of their group to the round of 16 against the Netherlands, who is arguably one of the best nations that's never won a World Cup because their team is very talented, and it was a win. And so, but going into the knockout, you never know.
Right.
Fucking anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, when you got the tournament style like that, I mean, you can win.
Yeah.
I mean, and they came in. All other teams, the 15 teams, are obviously ranked higher than them. Netherlands, I think, was ranked number 8.
Yeah, 8 overall in the world. Yep.
And they were ranked 16. They're the last ranked team, obviously. So it was going to be a tall order to do it. And, yeah, they just did not play well against Netherlands. I mean, Netherlands just miles ahead of them.
You could tell.
Yeah.
When we were watching that game, you could just tell.
Yeah.
Because I was texting you during the game, and we had chances early on, but we didn't fucking finish.
Yeah, and that's the big thing about this team. They don't really have goal scorers right now.
No, they need they're going to have to get a striker.
Yeah,
that finishes.
Like there was another stat I saw that the only goal that came from a striker was that Netherlands one, and it was that one that got deflected off that lucky ass goal that Pulisic crossed over into, and it just kind of hit off of his leg. He would, if he tried that shot 10 times in a row, he's missing it 9 times, right? So that was a lucky one that was off of his leg, and it counted as a goal for a striker. But that's the only striker goal that USA got.
Yeah, you had Weah scored, and he's not a striker, and then Pulisic scored. And by the way, he put his body on the line for that goal against Iran. So obviously, Pulisic is our best player. His nickname was Captain America. He's very young, so he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back in 4 years.
The whole roster will be back. Besides Tim Ream, he's like 35.
Yeah,
I'm like, this guy's on his last.
And
leg.
even though, I mean, Turner looked good. I mean, he gave up goals. Obviously, you're going to against the Netherlands, but he had some really good saves as well.
Oh yeah, Matt Turner is great.
Yeah,
I mean, he's great. He's only going to get better.
Yeah,
and so if that's your guy moving forward, I mean, like I said, they're all young and they're all.
Yeah,
this was huge experience for these dudes.
Yeah, there's a lot of great talent on this. We talked about like Dest, Tyler Adams.
Oh man, Dest was a beast, but then he fucked up defensively. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, Sargent and Aronson, Zimmerman. I mean, there's so many good young guys, and they're only going to get better. I'm going to keep an eye on them during these international friendlies in between, and just see how much they improve, and hopefully the next World Cup, they're automatically in the World Cup. They don't have to qualify because they're a host city. They're
That's
a
right.
host country. So
Yeah, because the 2026 World Cup is here
yes,
in North America, so we're in. And but they'll obviously still be playing those friendlies, like you said, and all the players, of course, for their respective teams.
and those cup matches or cup tournaments that they do.
Yeah,
throughout
they'll do the Gold Cup probably. And those are fun because we went to a Gold Cup game and it was a blast.
Oh,
dude.
that was fun. Yeah, they played Haiti and won like 2-0, I think. It was a great fucking game.
Yeah.
I think that was my first soccer game I've ever been to, dude. Like professional.
Well, or
level.
international, yeah, for
Yeah,
me.
and-
Or,
yeah.
oh, national teams, yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Me too. And I was like, Jesus, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. I'll go back for sure if they do
Yeah,
that.
100%. And so, and we might get one. I mean, that Frisco Stadium is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a bummer. Of course, we wanted to win and move on, but like you said, Netherlands was miles ahead, dude. You could
Yeah.
just tell during the play, like we would get chances, and then the Netherlands would defend really, really well in the midfield, especially, and then we would get chances, and then just they would stop them or block them or something, and we wouldn't capitalize on something, and then they would go back to our side, and the Netherlands would get a chance, and then they buried it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the difference right there.
Yeah, you could see the passing that Netherlands did was just spot on, dude. They were they were a well-oiled machine. And McKinney, man, he had so many chances in this cup, and he kicked them over the. I mean, he was
Yeah.
off so bad. I was
Yeah,
like,
there's a couple
he's-
guys that I don't want to see back.
Yeah, he needs to work on his shot from that distance. He's not a deep shooter, obviously, because he overshot everything he ever had.
Yeah.
So, but
Proud of him, though.
But yeah, I'm excited about U.S. soccer because I mean the talent on this team's insane, and so we'll just kind of see what happens in the future, man.
By the way, if we won the game, we would go on to face Messi and Argentina and get absolutely murdered.
That would have definitely been the end of the road if they made it past Netherlands for sure.
Right.
But
Argentina versus Netherlands in the next round. That'll be a good match.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Messi scored yesterday. I'm like, well, shocker.
yeah. That's what he does.
That's what he does. Now, speaking of other teams, though, and players, I want to bring up the fact that Portugal plays. They play on Tuesday. Now, their best player is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
Now, you told me this earlier. I did not see this. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best players in the world, has been for a long time.
Yes.
He's made a lot of money in his career.
He has.
I did pull this up because you told me this. This is the report that came out 3 days ago.
Yep.
It says Cristiano Ronaldo set to sign $207 million per year deal in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
For Saudi Arabian club Al Nasser. I don't know. I'm probably butchering that, but whatever. Yeah, they have offered him a 2.5-year deal worth $207 million annually. That's a year.
He's
And-
37 years old, by the way.
Yeah, and that'll make him the highest earner in world sports history ever.
$207 million a year.
Yeah, to play soccer.
Fuck. $17.2 million a month. Bro.
I mean, if this guy doesn't end his career as a billionaire, he may be a billionaire right now. I have
So
no clue.
this is it. 2.5 years,
Yeah.
$517 million.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
No one's worth that.
That's $500 million to play soccer for 2 years. At age 37, by the way.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
He's amazing. I mean, by the way,
mean,
he's really good still.
He's one of the best athletes out there, and I mean, if you're
It's
gonna
not
get,
fair, actually.
if you're gonna get offered that, I mean, you got to take it, obviously.
Oh,
And Saudi Arabia obviously don't give a fuck. They got tons of money over there.
Well, yeah, we know that from the Live Tour, the golf tour. They don't care.
Yeah, they're just paying golfers all kinds of crazy money to come play for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then fucking Bob Costas is over there on his high horse being like, oh, my God, that's blood money. I'd be like, shut the fuck up, Bob.
Yeah.
You know you would take it if they offered you that much money.
Don't act like you wouldn't take that fucking money, bro.
So, yeah, we'll see if that happens, but that's stupid money. Good God,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's just
$200 million a year? Oh, my God. Fucking guy could feed everybody in 18 countries with that kind
Yeah.
of cash, bro.
Yeah, that's insane. It blew my mind when I saw that article. I was like, God, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that, so good call on that. Fuck. Okay, moving on. Let's get into some Rangers stuff. We had some exciting fucking Rangers news this week.
Yes.
And but also it's before that, I wanted to say real quick, we both wanted to say that former Rangers pitcher Gaylord Perry passed away at 84.
Yes.
He won the Cy Young Award 2 times in the 70s, bro.
Yeah. He
in
had-
both the leagues, by the way.
Yeah, he was the
American and
first
national.
pitcher to do that. Yep. And
He threw a spitball, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And he had a. I mean, he was inducted in the Hall of Fame in '91. Won 314 games, over 3,500 strikeouts. So his
Hall of Famer, dude.
Yeah, Hall of Famer. His career with Texas was very short, actually. He was traded to Texas in like February of 1980, and then they traded him 6 months later, actually, so to the Yankees. But but his career overall, though, I mean, he played for 8 different teams, but yeah, he's definitely easily one of the best pitchers out there when he was in his prime there.
Yeah.
Mostly with the San Francisco Giants.
King of the spitball, bro. The
Yeah.
illegal pitch that he used or pretended to use.
Yeah.
Is what I see here.
Yep.
So 84. They didn't say his cause of death, but I'm like, Jesus, he's 84.
Yeah. Who knows, man?
It's just old age.
It is, yeah.
I mean, come on. So yeah, just shout out real quick while we jump into baseball. R.I.P. to Gaylord Perry, one of the best pitchers in history, in baseball history. So
Yes.
a lot of pitches, bro. They're saying that he threw a fucking lot of pitches, dude.
Yeah.
Curve, slider, forkball, fastball, changeup, sinker, and then the spitball.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I never got to see him pitch, obviously.
Yeah. No, he was done before I was even probably watching baseball, I'm sure.
Right. Okay. Now, since he did pitch for the Rangers,
Yes.
and we've talked about the Texas Rangers going into this offseason a lot on this podcast because that's our team, the Texas Rangers. Well, we were like talking about, okay, what are the Rangers going to do in this offseason? Because all we're hearing is Ray Davis and Chris Young saying, you know, the number one priority is pitching. That's the number one priority. We're going to get pitching and then probably add a bat or two. So we were like, okay, let's see what's out there. We were talking about 3 names on this podcast quite a bit, actually. Jacob deGrom, Rodon, and then the guy from Japan,
Yeah.
what's his name?
Yeah.
He's from Japan.
Yeah.
We'll just put it that way.
Senga.
Senga.
Last name's Senga.
Yeah, we nailed it.
Yeah. Got it.
So
That's
now
the guy.
on Tuesday, I believe it was, or maybe Wednesday. Fuck, I can't remember. We got news. Or a couple of days ago. Shit, I can't fucking keep my days
Friday
straight.
evening.
I can't keep my days straight, guys. Anyways, the Rangers hooked one of those 3 because we said they got to get one of those guys,
They
maybe
had to get-
2.
Well, yeah, one. Yeah, we said they have to get at least one.
At least
but
one.
Hopefully 2.
And we got one.
Got one.
In my opinion, we got the best one on that list.
Biggest one.
Jacob deGrom,
Yeah.
5 years, $185 million.
That's crazy. And
Now,
I love it.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
How do you not love this?
No, this is what Chris Young has actually told us fans what he's going to do, and he's going out there and doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So can't be mad about it.
And I'm going to shout out to Ray Davis, the owner, for backing this shit up and giving the budget for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, we're not, look, and everybody out there, it was mixed reactions that I saw.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of people that were stoked about this, and I saw a bunch of people that were like, great, he fucking hurt every year.
Yeah.
Because the last 2 years, he has not pitched a lot.
Yeah, just like 156 innings over 2 years. I mean, yeah, he's had some struggles last 2 years. So
I mean, he's had some
that's
injury,
the biggest question about him. Yeah.
some injury concerns. Now, look, he's had basically 7 years, 8 years, 7, 8 years career.
Mm-hmm.
His career ERA is 2.5.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's healthy and pitching, he's the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah.
He won a Cy Young in 2018. His ERA was 1.7.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, man, I'm not mad about this. And
No, not at all.
Hopefully, he can. If he stays healthy, like you said, he's the best pitcher in baseball.
100%.
And so we just signed the best pitcher in baseball as long as he stays healthy. And there's also a 6-year option for probably team option, I imagine.
It's a club option, yes.
Yeah, and it could make it $222 million. And he's 34. He's going to turn 35 before the season. This is his last big contract, so you had to give him this money.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if this works out, I mean, he passed his physical, obviously, so he's healthy.
Yes, he did.
Now, if he doesn't get hurt and he stays healthy the whole time, this is a great signing. I mean, he's going to be this is the biggest signing the Rangers have had in a long time.
This is a bona fide 100% ace pitcher.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those in a while. Maybe Cliff Lee is the last guy I remember being.
Cole Hamels is,
He's kind of downhill at the time we signed him.
I mean, but he was an ace.
Yeah.
You considered him an ace. This is 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, look, that like I said, he won that Cy Young in 2018. He also won in 2019. He won back-to-back Cy Youngs.
Yeah. I mean, you want this guy on your team.
Yeah. I don't understand how people are upset about this. Did you did you look at our budget?
Yeah.
We're sitting at about 120 million.
Yeah.
And so we're adding about 30 million for this guy, or 37.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? There's no salary cap. If you want to be competitive, we went over the top teams that were in the World Series. Their payroll is over $200 million.
Yeah, easily.
So this is what it takes.
This is what you have to do, and this is what fucking JD could never figure out. He would overpay for guys that are fucking washed up and just hopefully they have a good season. And but Chris Young's doing it, man. He's just going out. And now, I do say now that you do have injury concern with DeGrom, you have to get another one of those guys.
Yes.
Rodon, Verlander's out there, but I don't think he wants to come to
I think he's going to the Mets. They were saying he's talking to the Mets.
Yeah, and then you got the Japanese guy who is unproven. We don't know much about him. I mean,
yeah, you never know on that one.
I mean, he's one of the better Japanese pitchers out there, but it's a different game over here. So,
yeah, I mean, you had Yu Darvish come over and look pretty good for a while, and he's kind of had a pretty good career.
Yeah, it's kind of mediocre. Yeah, I would say medium. But
there's a couple other pitchers out there too, and and I bring this up because free agency just started, and then the winter meetings start today.
yes,
So there's a lot going on. There will be a lot of Texas Rangers news because Chris Young came out in the press conference and said, like, hey, we told you we're going to get pitching, and we got the best one available. Mm-hmm. And he goes, and by the way, we're not fucking done.
right.
And I love it.
I'm pumped about. I mean,
This is what you had to do, bro.
he's been the general manager for like a little over a year, and he's my favorite one already.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
He's done more in this offseason than JD's ever done.
And we talked about it a couple episodes ago that DeGrom reached out to the Rangers, that he showed interest. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I think I asked you or whatever, do you think that's like a bargaining chip play like for other teams? But apparently it looked like he really wanted to come here.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Mets offered him only like a 2 or 3 year deal. He probably wanted a longer deal.
3 years, 120 is what I saw.
So Rangers were willing to give him 5, and then they tacked on that extra
I'm okay.
6. I'm fine with it. Yeah,
Verlander's like 39, and he had one of the best seasons he's ever had.
Yeah, I mean, pitchers are different, man. They can there's so many pitchers that have pitched well into their 40s. Nolan Ryan being one, and that guy threw more pitches than anybody in his life, dude.
The GOAT, bro.
Just take some Advil, bro. You'll be all right.
Advanced medicine for pain.
Jamie Moyer was like 45.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
So,
there's injury concerns. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
And like I told you, and I don't know if I haven't read the contract or anything. I'm sure they didn't work it in, but I told you, I was like, man, if he stays healthy, then give him bonuses, dude.
Yeah.
To get him here, and they may have done that, and maybe part of the 185 million. I don't know. But I'm stoked. This was the best guy available. If you're mad about that, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I literally saw, because I go to the Texas Rangers post and read the comments, and it is mixed.
Yeah.
But I did say to somebody, I replied to one person. I want to reply to them all because they're all stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
I replied to one guy. I said, let me get this straight. They signed the best pitcher available, and you're unhappy about it. Got it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, it makes
just because you think he's gonna get hurt immediately. Like, of course they fucking know that he's had injury concerns, and they're not fucking stupid,
right?
I mean, they're probably making sure that whatever they gave him is insured somehow, some way, just like fucking Prince Fielders was, man.
Yeah.
They had to pay half of that still, but I mean, that's it's better than paying the whole thing.
Yeah.
So. I love it.
Now
that's going to be our opening day starter, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. And now I do believe you need to go get another one.
Oh, we both said that immediately
because in case if this guy does go down, then you're back to where you started, basically with your pitching staff. So you need a number 2 guy. I don't think Perez is that guy.
No.
With his numbers last year, yes, he is, but we need to see if he can do it again.
Imagine,
basically.
Okay, so we have DeGrom, that number 2 guy. Imagine if we got fucking Rodon, bro.
Oh, God, I would jizz everywhere.
And then you'd have Perez or Gray, Perez, and then Hopefully not Dane Dunning. Like we talked about those, like every fifth day, we're like, we're losing this one, guys.
Bullpen, get ready right now. Like 2 days before.
Yeah. But I agree with you. They got to get another guy.
Yeah.
And then after this year, those young prospects down low, maybe one of them's ready, one or two of them are ready. And then, I mean, you're bolstering what wins is pitching. So
yeah.
Shocker. I know.
And then also there's other spots. I mean, there's other holes in the offense. You need an outfielder.
They got to go get a bat.
Yeah.
I think they only need one bat.
Yeah. They need a left fielder.
Yeah.
I think they need well, Taveras will probably play center and Garcia may move to left fielders.
That's fine.
Which I'm fine with.
They need a right fielder.
Yeah. And
they got rid of Calhoun. They didn't pick his option up.
Right. Yeah. He's gone. And they traded Solak away. So,
middle of the infield's good, obviously.
Yeah.
Seager Simeon. Third base is young.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
First base is fucking
Low,
who actually fucking
had a great season.
he hit 300.
So hopefully he can do that again.
Yeah.
And then we'll see. But yeah, they definitely need another bat and an outfielder. So
And I like the young catcher, Jonah Heim.
yeah, he's really good. Yeah.
I think he's solid, and I think if you go out there and get at least one more bat and then another pitcher, and I think you're looking pretty good, man.
Yeah. I mean, you're already better than what you were last year now.
100%. Yeah.
So yeah.
We immediately got better when fucking John Daniels got fired.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we talked about for years, man.
Yeah.
It's like we just got to get rid of this guy and then this team will start improving.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Tampa Bay, you are going to suck for a long time.
The team's already improving because then they're like, let's go get Bruce Bochy, who's a fucking 3-time World Series winner. Mike Maddox is coming back as pitching coach. By the way, Mike Maddox takes his pitching coaching job, and then like fucking a week later, they're like, by the way, here's Jacob deGrom. And he's like, oh my God.
Yeah, he's like, thank you.
Yeah, he's probably just like, this is fucking amazing.
Oh, thank God you didn't sign Matt Garza. Or
The pitching staff got better immediately when they hired Mike Maddox back.
Absolutely.
And then now you get fucking the best pitcher available, or the best pitcher when he's healthy. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is fucking amazing, dude.
Right.
Like, the future is fucking bright, bro.
Yeah, I like it.
And we've been fucking wanting that, dude. How much? Okay, I wanted to ask you this, actually, because we didn't talk about this. How much DeGrom's decision, how much do you think weighed on the fact that he's like, well, at least I'm going to be playing indoors? I bet it was a lot.
You think so?
Yeah. Fuck coming here and pitching in July and August, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're not in the AC.
That's the biggest knock on Texas a lot is because it
has to play
so goddamn hot in the
They
summertime.
fucking know it.
Yeah.
The players aren't stupid. They look at everything before they sign. You're like, I got to go to fucking Texas and pitch outdoors in July and August?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Because I remember even Cliff Lee said that when we traded for him. They asked him about what do you think about getting traded to Texas? He's like, I don't know, man. It's going to be fun, but it's also going to be so hot. And I'm like,
yeah, there's stories of the pitchers getting IVs and shit between innings, and
trying to hydrate and shit because it's so hot here.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the dome, that had a lot to do with
and
it.
that's probably why Seager and Simeon came here. So you don't.
Well, Seager came here. He's like, every time I hit there, I hit a home run.
Yeah, which he didn't do for like 50 games, but okay.
I thought that was Simeon, bro.
Oh,
Seager raked at home.
Oh, that's right. I thought you said Simeon at first.
Oh no. But yeah, you're right. He didn't hit for 50 something. I was like, Jesus, that's
this guy ever gonna
in
get
my
started?
opinion. Look, okay, he came back solid in the second half of the year, Simeon.
Yeah.
But if he starts off slow again next year, I'm gonna be like, God damn it, man. But they both didn't hit for what they got money paid. So whatever.
Yeah. So.
But I love it, dude. DeGrom, bro.
Great signing.
Where'd you get in the DeGrom jersey? I got mine on order.
Oh, I'm gonna have to, right?
I fucking love it.
I love this signing. This is, like I said, this is one of the bigger signings Rangers have done.
Is this the biggest pitcher signing they've ever done since Nolan Ryan?
Probably.
Yeah. And Nolan Ryan, when he signed here, was like 42.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Yeah. And he pitched in 2 no-hitters.
Yeah. Fucking did, bro. He still pitched 2 in. That's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah, all time.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is what DeGrom does, man. He's 30. Like I said, he'll be 35 before next season. So I mean,
I'm
that's
totally
still
okay with the
relatively
years.
long,
I don't
man.
care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, either. I'm just like, Aubrey texted me, and I was like, fuck it, dude. There's no fucking salary cap.
I mean,
if Davis wants to spend this money and he's got it, fuck it.
Yeah.
You're trying to go for it.
Yeah. And you go out and get the best pitcher available. I mean, it makes 100% sense to me. So
they gave Seager, like $300 million.
Yeah.
So 185. I'm like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
You made a lot of money this past year, Davis.
Yeah.
And Bob.
Yep.
I think Bob Simpson still has a stake in this as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a silent guy, though.
You're going to get people. Here's the other thing, too. But just move before we move on. You're going to get people in the seats
Oh,
with these types of signings.
Yeah.
Like Seager and Simeon were great, and that got us to go a little bit.
Yeah, we went to a couple.
But now DeGrom, it's like, fuck, whenever his name comes up at home, I'm going to be looking to go.
Oh, I'm just going to see a few games.
Yeah.
When DeGrom's on the hill for sure.
Exactly. Fucking A. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, while we're recording right now, NFL Week 13 is going on, so we're not going to spend too much time on it. I mean, we did our Thursday stream, Bills-Patriots. Bills ended up winning that game pretty easily, 24-10.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I will say is today, you came over about 2 o'clock because I was busy for most of the morning. It's been a busy day for me.
Yeah.
You came over and we finished. Well, we were watching Red Zone because the Commanders at Giants game was not on TV where we're at.
Right.
And so we were able to watch it on Red Zone whenever they switched back and forth. And nice little 20-20 tie that happened today, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking awful, man. When the Commanders tied the game up with a very awesome fucking offensive series,
That was a 90-yard drive.
yeah, they decided to shit the bed after that for some reason. Bad play calling. Defense kept us in it, thank God. I mean, that's the biggest part of the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks for the Commanders has been that defense, actually. And Heineke actually had a pretty big day, man. It's a bigger day than he normally has. He didn't turn the ball over, so but the play calling at the last fourth quarter drives that they had in the overtime was just awful. It was just awful. The coaching is what cost this game, or the play calling basically. And
I would agree.
it was awful. 3rd and 9, and you throw a wide receiver screen. Get the fuck off the field, dude.
Yes, that was a very critical 3rd and 9.
Yeah, they were actually 4 yards from the
The field goal range.
Yeah, and they ran a play behind the line of scrimmage. Like you can never convince me that that's a good fucking play ever.
Why would you not run some wide receiver slants?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're going to get open.
Yeah,
Or they're going to get held or something.
yeah. And so you throw that screen, and he gains 0 yards, obviously, and then you have to punt it. And so you just kind of fucked the whole thing. And I thought they were going to lose that game. And so there you go. And luckily the defense kept the Giants from scoring because they had plenty of opportunity.
Daniel Jones is going to Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
He was terrible.
Yeah, he was bad. And then that field goal, they kicked like a 58 field goal, and it was short. And so.
Oh, yeah, the Giants had a chance to kick the game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
A 58-yarder, and Graham Gano left it he kicked it about 47 yards. I don't know what it looked like. it was short.
Yeah. And us Commanders know a lot about Gano because we cut him because he sucks.
Exactly. He's been around.
Yeah, he's been on team to team. But they did say he kicked a 63-yarder once for Ron Rivera when he was in Carolina. I was like,
I don't know. He must have been in Denver.
he didn't come close to that.
No,
here.
not even.
So, I mean, fucking I hate it. We needed to win here. But
this
I mean,
washes
at
out
least it's
on
not a
y'all's
loss.
bet.
Yeah.
This washes out on you and Aubrey's bet.
Yeah, for right now.
And you play each other 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, Commanders have a bye next week. Then they play the Giants again. At home. This one was in New York, so they do get them back at home. So hopefully that's a different fucking result, I hope. But bad play calling, man. I was not happy, obviously.
Right.
But that's about it I have to say. But like I said, Heineke's he's done well, man, over these last 6-7 weeks. So and the defense,
there was one throw when we were watching
Yeah.
that he made, and I'm like, holy shit, bro. What a fucking throw, dude.
yeah, it's very clear that he should be the quarterback.
Absolutely.
For the rest of this year, and he is. But it definitely shows that Wentz was a bad fucking decision in the offseason. So
That was a bad one. The other thing I'll say is the Eagles won 35-10 against the Titans today,
yeah,
and I was hoping they would lose, but here we are. The
yeah,
Eagles
you
are
needed
11.
those guys to lose, man.
I mean, they're 11-1 now, and I'm so sick of the fucking Eagles. I need one of these teams to beat them, and then when we play them, it'd be worth something. But that's in like 3 weeks, so there's a couple more games.
Yeah,
Again, like I said, we're recording before the Colts and the Cowboys tonight, and we did that on purpose. So I expect to win, and if we don't win, because this audio episode will come out on Tuesday, and if we didn't fucking win the Colts game, on Tuesday when this audio comes out, I'll probably be dead
yeah.
because of how bad that loss would be. I would be fucking pissed, bro.
Yeah, and you know
The Colts are fucking trash.
Yeah,
you're
I mean,
at home on a Sunday night.
You should handle this pretty
just
easy.
destroy this team
But this is also one of those games where the Cowboys just look like fucking trash and they end up losing it somehow.
because they overlook them.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be a coaching problem. 100%. 100% a coaching, because the coach has to have the team ready no matter what. I mean, goddamn, you're a fucking professional, bro. You should go out there and just destroy this team. And if they don't win by 20, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Yeah. But
If I don't see Cooper Rush taking some snaps, bro, I'm going to be pissed. Okay? The other game we could talk about real quick before we move on. Like I said, of course, NFL's going on right now, so we're just
the
having
afternoon
fun.
games are still on.
Browns at Texans. Deshaun Watson made his return. They did win 27-14, and he looked like ass.
Yeah. He looked terrible. Every time it switched over on the red zone to him and he's throwing the ball, it was underneath his receiver every time. He just looked like fucking shit. I don't know how they won that game. Because it was the Texans. That's why.
Yeah, 27-14. The Browns did not score an offensive touchdown.
Yeah, he threw a couple of fucking picks and stuff.
That's how bad the Texans are.
Yeah.
The Texans need to just die.
They're so bad, dude.
They're 1-10-1. They're getting the number one pick.
Yeah, they're hanging. That's what they're doing right now. They're just going out there, going through the motions so they can keep that number one pick. Mm-hmm. Which if I was in college right now and I had to enter the draft, I'd be like, shit, I got to go to the fucking Texans. If I'm the number one overall guy, I mean, like, God damn.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, this fucking sucks. I don't
pull a
want to go.
fucking Eli Manning. Be like, I ain't going there.
I pull a John Elway. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Fuck Houston.
Yeah. So, but yeah, anyways, like I said, the afternoon games are rolling right now, so we can't really talk about those because it's fluid. And like I said, if the Colts beat the Cowboys tonight, and you're listening on Tuesday, I did not make it this week. R.I.P. to me. Okay?
I'll try to revive him later if that happens, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Try to keep him going.
We did toy around with the idea of going live because this game is, I mean, God, it should be an easy win. But I was like, man, no, I want to, dude. You know why? I want to listen to fucking Tirico and Collinsworth, baby.
Yeah,
that's why.
Here's a guy.
This Dak Prescott just knows what he's doing. Mike, I'll be right back. I gotta go smoke.
Yeah.
Fucking Marlboros.
Hell
Surprised he's not sponsored by Marlboro.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing that came out this week, though, as far as NFL news goes, man, there are a couple more things actually. Well, not NFL on the second one, but this first one was kind of Antonio Brown. We know, piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been
awful.
a piece of shit since he has got CTE, bro. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. No, there's something off about
When he
this
was
dude.
in Pittsburgh, he was an amazing receiver.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
And then after that, he was just crazy.
Yeah. That whole Tampa Bay thing is when I guess that's the last time he played, right?
Yeah.
And he was,
that was
running
last year.
around like an idiot with his.
That was last year.
Yeah.
He
last
literally walked off the field.
year. Yeah.
Walked off with, just took his shirt off in the end zone. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. He's a moron.
Moron, right? Anyways, the other day, on Thursday, an arrest warrant was issued for Antonio Brown, and that stems from a domestic battery incident involving a woman. So, on November 28th, around 1:30, Brown and the woman were involved in a verbal altercation at his home in South Tampa. Argument became physical, according to police. Antonio Brown threw a shoe at the woman. Brown also attempted to evict the woman from the home by locking her out. That's really all it says.
Yeah.
Once again, like I said, Antonio Brown is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's obviously done with football, and now he's probably going to spend some time in jail, probably.
And I would imagine that he needs to seek mental help.
Yeah, probably.
Because this is not the first time something like this has happened.
Yeah.
Just something, he's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's off the reservation, bro.
So, my God, man, could somebody just get this guy to jail and then put him in a mental hospital or something?
Yeah.
So, several previous run-ins with the law. Last month, he was ordered to pay $1.2 million to a Broward County moving truck driver after he was arrested for assaulting the driver, which Brown pleaded no contest. He received 2 years of probation for that one, which was terminated 1 year early for good behavior. So I guess after he terminated that, after he got off probation, because he was like, I've been good for a year. And he's like, motherfucker, where you at, bitch? And then this happened, and now he's back at it. So arrest warrant issued. I'm sure he's been arrested. I haven't seen if he's been arrested or not. He may be trying to run, bro.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know, man. Hopefully he gets the help he needs. But I mean, he is a piece of shit, so who knows?
He's a giant piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Next thing before we move on to our music stuff, because we're doing our Spotify Wrapped, personal Spotify Wrapped
Yes.
to end this episode. Let me ask you, bro, if you reckon we'll just go to this story. It's technically a college football story, but it's still in the football.
All right.
And you'll recognize his last name, I think.
Okay.
Okay. This is a story that came out the other day. I'm like, holy shit, we're talking about this. Florida quarterback, Florida Gators.
Okay. Yeah.
Florida Gators quarterback, Jalen Kitna. Do you recognize that last name?
Yeah. John Kitna.
This is his son.
Okay. His son.
Arrested on child pornography charges.
Oh my God.
Dismissed from team. Now that last part, dismissed from team, is new to me because this came out, but I figured that's what they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Florida Gators backup quarterback, by the way, is the son of former NFL star John Kitna. They say star. I'm like, John Kitna was not really a star.
Nah, yeah, not really.
So, yeah, he was arrested this past Wednesday. Felony counts of child pornography, according to the county jail records. Now, what this was, when I read this story, he was in possession and promotion of obscene material of a minor. He posted this in a Discord channel.
Smart.
Discord is, if you don't know what that is, that's like it's a social media thing, but it's like for more like PC. I use Discord for like game chat or when I'm gaming with friends, but you can also post pictures and memes and all that shit.
Right. Yeah. It's a whole nother kind of. So you got to be a part of like a group to see that shit.
Correct.
It's not like
you have to be in a channel.
It's not like Twitter where you can go to their handle. And
No.
see shit.
You got to be in a channel basically,
Right.
Or invited to that channel, and only certain people can see it. It's not like a public thing, but anybody can join that channel if they get an invite.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got tips. The Gainesville Police Department executed the search warrant on his residence after they got tips from another user that said he has been distributing an image of child sex abuse.
Jesus.
Now, I did see that. Okay, I'm reading this quote right here, and this is new to me. Kitna admitted to police that he was in servers on Discord and Kick, apparently. I didn't know that engage in sexual abuse material, according to an arrest report obtained by the newspaper I'm reading. One of the images possessed by Kitna depicted a prepubescent girl engaged in a sex act with an adult man.
Good Lord.
3 more images showed 2 nude pubescent juveniles in the shower. I did see like Kitna say, like Jalen Kitna say that he thought they were of age. But that other people were like in the Discord channel were like, dude, what the fuck? No. So obviously they were very young.
Yeah.
And this is ridiculous. By the way, I don't know why you think in any sort of way as a fucking person in college or whatever. Obviously he's young, but still, you're fucking stupid to sit there and post this shit out there or even have this shit. Where you got it, I have no fucking clue.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
So he's arrested. I think he's out on bond, but Florida dismissed him. So he's not there anymore. You ruined your fucking life.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Any sort of career you thought you were going to have in football is done.
Yeah.
And any fucking job you ever want, you're done. So, yeah. That, first of all, that's stupid. And I just don't get it. I don't get that whole thing. I just don't get it.
I don't either. And they've said that he was probably going to compete for the starting job next year at Florida.
Yeah. And so he's
a redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah. So he's like barely 18, 19.
Exactly.
Himself, right?
But I mean, at the same time, bro, you can't be out there fucking having this shit and then fucking posting it. It's just like, are you fucking stupid? And
Yeah.
I really. So his dad coaches Burleson High School, and that's where he played, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still John Kitna is still the head coach, I believe, at Burleson High School. But what a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're gone, bro. You're done.
Yeah.
Like
That's it.
any career, like you said, any career you thought you were going to have, see you.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, especially you get convicted and shit. Yeah, it's on there forever, bro. You're gonna have to file as a sex offender probably.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But man, that's that's a massive problem in this country, man, that I've seen. Like when I do research for the show, every fucking week there's some sort of teacher or just some random whoever involved with minors, dude. I don't get it. Like,
I don't either.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong.
It
with
makes
people.
me fucking scared because, and I'm sure you as well, because I have a daughter.
Yeah, we have younger kids that are under 18.
Yeah.
And it's fucking scary out there, man. Like I said, every fucking week there's a different post that I'm looking through, like the news stuff. And sometimes there's 2 or 3. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, man?
What the fuck is wrong with this world? Now, look.
That fucking asteroid sent over here.
I
please,
know,
God.
dude. We were so close once. I was ready. But yeah, so you basically had, like you said, like he's obviously a little younger, but these girls were not of age. So you're a fucking
It's
idiot.
illegal, man. Can't do it.
You're a fucking idiot, especially posting it on social media types. Dumb fuck.
That's just you're obviously didn't get you didn't go to Florida on a fucking
Yeah, there's no
like
academic-
education scholarship.
No academic. No,
Because you're
nothing
not
like-
very smart, obviously.
But yeah, and it's stupid, and like you said, his little one mistake that he made is costing him his whole career.
Yeah, you're done, bro.
Yeah,
It's over.
nobody's wanting you. So unfortunate, but at the same time, I'd like to have John Kitna on the podcast and ask him what the fuck his son was thinking.
Yeah, no shit.
He's probably pissed too, because John Kitna, I don't know why they said NFL star in this draft in this article. Like, let's be real, he was not a star.
Star's a little over. That's overshooting
That's
it a little
I
bit.
mean, he played for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
This was why that story came in my feed, because
Yeah.
it was like former Cowboys, and he was just a backup.
Right.
Well, he had to play a lot because Romo was like, my back.
Yeah, that's when Romo would go down every fucking
Yeah, and
year.
John Kitna was like, God damn it. Fucking, I thought I was coming here just to chill.
Yeah. Gotta put my clipboard down now.
Yeah. But yeah, it's sad. Sad to see that. And like you said, you ruined his career. So,
Yep.
Okay, moving on. Let's get into our Spotify Wrapped, personal Spotify Wrapped. But before we do that, one of the artists that we both listen to, dude, a lot of the times after our podcast we record, I swear to God out there, we've always said this though, we always go and listen to bangers on YouTube and drink some more beer.
Yes.
Depending on what's going on. Like football's going on, we'll watch the rest of that, and then we'll throw the bangers on.
Yeah.
And
That's-
there's, I just literally put it on a playlist, and Leaf can tell you this, and I just let the shit play.
Yeah.
And it does go, sometimes get a little repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the bands that always came up a lot of the times is Fleetwood Mac,
Yes.
because obviously they've got bangers for days.
Oh yeah. Great career.
Now, unfortunately, this past week, Christine McVie, the keyboard player and songwriter and singer, she sings a lot too for that band. She passed away at age 79, bro.
Yes.
That is very sad because Fleetwood Mac was still going, bro. They
Yeah.
were still playing.
Yeah, they were.
And 79, I don't know if they released like any sort of.
She had some kind of illness. Like
Okay.
it was a brief illness, and then they passed away. I don't know what the illness is. It didn't say, but she passed away after that. And
It's a bummer.
but I mean, it's probably because said being 79, you can't handle too much sickness at that age and come out on the other side as healthy as you were before. So
And we know the whole Fleetwood Mac story is fucked up.
yeah,
Like
Well,
she was married to bass player for a while.
yeah. So she came into the band a few years after they started, but she was she had met that bass player, and he's actually one of the founding members. But she joined in like 70. I think they started Fleetwood Mac in like 67, and she actually joined as a session player in their recordings, and then they added her to the band because I think she was dating the bass player for a while. And then
John
they got
McVie, by
John
the way.
McVie, who has already passed away as well.
Yeah, he's already dead.
Yeah. And so then she was a part of the band, and she's been in the band ever since 1970. So, but yeah, they got a weird little history to them.
Yeah, yeah. So John McVie and Christine McVie, I think, were married.
Yeah.
And then after, like you just said, and then Lindsey Buckingham, the other guitar player and singer, and then Stevie Nicks, the other singer, they were fucking for a while.
Yeah, they joined later, like 72 or 3, 4, something like that. And then they were together. They were a part of a band by themselves. And then Mick Fleetwood recruited them to be in the
drummer.
band. Yeah. Yeah, because the other guitar player, I guess he left. He was actually a founding member. I think his name was Peter Green. But so that they asked Lindsey Buckingham to come in to be the new lead guitar player, and he said only if Stevie Nicks can come because that's my girlfriend and she sings great. And they're like, all right,
And
so,
that's a true statement.
yeah, and that's how that lineup of Fleetwood Mac actually got together.
So Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks came over, and then after a while, Stevie Nicks was like, "I'm going to bang the drummer."
Yeah. So she started banging the drummer, and while she was still with Lindsey Buckingham, which is tough, and
then they were still in the band all these years later.
yeah.
Crazy.
And the funny thing is they've both written songs about the whole situation, and now when they play them, they have to sing them.
Yeah.
Like he wrote "Go Your Own Way" about breaking up with her because he found out about the Mick Fleetwood thing.
One of their
and
biggest
she
songs.
has to sing harmonies on that.
It's one of the biggest songs ever, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fleetwood Mac's crazy, but yeah, you don't. It's sad to see Christine McVie pass away at 79.
Yeah, she had an amazing voice, and she wrote, like you said, she wrote a lot of songs, sang some, and yeah.
One of the best articles that I ever read was her before shows back in the day. Very nervous. She said she was always very nervous, and then to calm down, she would drink a little bit, but she would also snort cocaine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not sure if that calms you down, but that may turn you into a better person,
Yeah.
like an entertainer, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, they
So
were all
that's
on-
one of the best things you'll ever see, because like if you see pictures of Christine McVie, you're like, wow, she looks like a lady at a church.
Yeah, exactly.
But she's back there doing backstage snorting lines of coke.
Yeah, just doing blow, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the best articles I think I've ever read.
Yeah.
But so I'm definitely sad, obviously, that I never actually have seen Fleetwood Mac live, dude.
I have not either. Yeah.
That would be a
that's-
hell of a
that's
show,
One of
but,
the ones I regret.
Stevie
not
Nicks
seeing.
is coming and like sometime next year at
Yeah.
American Airlines Center.
Right. And I don't think Buckingham's a part of the group anymore. I don't know. So
I have to
I know
look.
they're not. I don't think they're touring right now, but I know they're still they're still a band. I think, but
Yeah.
yeah. But Stevie Nicks had her own solo career too, so she's
Just
doing that
like the one we love.
now. Yeah.
Sing the song, sound like we sing it.
But yeah, very sad. Christine McVie has passed away, and that's.
Yes.
God, I mean, they're just dropping like flies this year, man.
Bro, we're
So
getting
many.
old, and people, like you said, we've said this a million times, the people that we've grown up with and loved and everything are getting old too, and
Yep.
they haven't exactly lived a healthy life, so they're gonna kick the bucket. So this was a sad one though.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. Miss Christine McVie. We appreciate the tunes and all the harmonies and everything you've done, because I mean, Jesus, like I said, those songs literally come on when after we're recording, listening to bangers, bro.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Fleetwood Mac.
Yep, of course. Okay, now let's go and let's get into our personal Spotify Wrapped list to end this episode. Episode 58, which has been a lot of fun. Now, Leaf did post his top 5. I did not,
Yeah,
because I was like, I'm gonna hold out. So let's go ahead and let's do our top artists of 2022 for our Spotify. By the way, all I listen to usually during the day is Spotify. My minutes. Chill out, everybody. It's okay. That came through the recording. Got shit going on outside.
Yeah, some police action or something. Going
Yeah.
on.
Okay. So you get all your top artists, your top songs, your minutes listened, your top genre, and all that from Spotify. If you haven't done that yet out there, I'm sure most people have.
Yeah.
Minutes listened for me in 2022, 39,734.
Nice.
Minutes listened for you, what was it?
25,522.
All right.
I don't listen during the day because when I work, I can't really listen. So
That's why I'm ahead of you then.
yeah, probably.
Top artist, number 5 for me, Trivium,
Nice.
which is a metal band that's always been one of my top metal bands. And I've loved Trivium ever since I heard them and saw them live. So, and they released they released an album. Yeah, or something like that. Anyways, they've released a lot of albums in the last like 2 years.
Yeah.
Number 5 for you, sir.
Number 5 for me is the Story So Far, which actually is
That was
a
one of your
band-
song of the week.
Yeah, that's actually a band I actually discovered this year, so that's why this is the first time on here, and I just love them. They're like a what you want to call it, like a pop punk type band or emo, whatever you want to call them. But
Yeah.
in which I love that stuff. So they sneaked in on number 5 for me.
That made sense to me when I saw that for you.
Yeah,
Number 4 for me. Man, this, by the way, before, I just want to say this list is probably going to fucking surprise a lot of people. Number 4 for me, Lady Gaga.
yeah, nice.
Now, I will say, So everybody out there's gonna be like, Jesus, what the fuck? There's a couple reasons why. Okay, first of all, she's an amazing singer, and second of all,
I think she was in your top 5, one of your top 5, right? Female singers when we did the list.
yes, she was. Yes, when we did top 5 female singers in our early episode, she was in my top 5.
Yeah.
So number 4 for me, Lady Gaga, and like I said, there's a couple of reasons. Number 1, she's an amazing singer and she's got some bangers. Number 2, she was fucking on the Top Gun Maverick soundtrack with the fucking banger song "Hold My Hand."
Oh yeah, that's a great fucking song.
That song comes on a lot.
Yeah,
on my playlist.
That's one that comes up on our banger list when we're watching YouTube after.
And I watch it every time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't skipping
You don't
this.
skip that song, dude.
Nah, hell no. So Lady Gaga, and I don't care what you say out there, I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
All right, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is another like pop punk type band. They're called the State Champs, which is kind of a shock, man. I don't remember listening to them a lot, but they made it on there. State Champs. They have bangers too, man. I mean, they're just. But I guess I listened to them a lot.
Okay.
4th artist for me, yeah.
Number 3 for me, and this was on my top artists of last year as well, J+1. And I will say once again, J+1 is also in accordance with the 2-time Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, he does his like music and shit, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
He does. J+1 does Dr. Disrespect's music. Doc sings, and that's why it's number 3 because the Doc just he releases nothing but bangers too, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
And number 3 for me is a very familiar artist, and I'm actually kind of shocked. Well, I do know why he made it because he did release an album this year, so I probably listened to him a lot. And I listened to him a lot during the year anyway. But is Gary Allan. He's like my all-time favorite country artist. I've been following him since the mid-'90s, and
Right.
I've been to 25, 30-plus shows of his. And so I kind of thought about it when we were talking about this. I was like, I don't know if he's going to make it because I don't feel like listen to a lot. But he did release an album earlier this year, and I listened to the shit out of it. So, yeah, he got there number 3.
Okay. I'm not surprised by that at all.
Yeah, no. I was kind of surprised, but then I wasn't, obviously. So.
Right. Number 2 for me on this list, Foo Fighters.
Oh, nice.
They made number 2 for me. There's a couple reasons why. I've listened to Foo Fighters always.
Yeah.
And they probably would have been in my top 5 regardless. But obviously with Taylor passing away,
Yeah.
I went on a Foo Fighters kick for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we watched that movie too that they put out right before he passed away.
Oh, yeah.
They had a movie and
Yeah, that 666 movie. Or
yeah, and it was like a horror / but mainly comedy, really.
It was funny though, yeah.
It was hilarious. And so, but I've always listened to Foo Fighters, but obviously with that happening, kicked it up a notch, and that put it at number 2 for me.
Nice.
They have nothing but hits, dude. Nothing but hits.
Yeah. My number 2 is, pop punk is kind of taking over here. But
Yeah.
4 Year Strong is a band out of Boston. They're my number 2. Dude, they have nothing but bangers. And they come up on my repeat. Usually I hit my on repeat list, and so all those songs I listen to come up, and that's probably why they made it too as well. They have a lot of songs I really like, so I listened to the shit out of them this year apparently. And
Okay.
they did release a new album too, and a new song I heard. I listened to the shit out of that song. So
Got it.
4 Year Strong.
4 years strong. All right, number 1 for me. Drum roll. No, I'm just kidding. Number 1 for me was on Leaf's overrated bands list, Linkin Park.
Oh wow!
And there's a reason why. I just always loved Linkin Park forever, and Chester being gone, he's just the best, dude. And they have so many good songs, and Leaf's definitely wrong. But I'm just saying, there's a bunch of songs that Linkin Park, when it comes on, I don't skip.
Yeah.
And I just play, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Because I did read the top 5 list. It goes minutes listened on your artist.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't skip a song that comes on, then that's why.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of artists that I hear a lot of the times and I skip.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
So that's probably why. But Linkin Park being up there, I'm not surprised. They were in my top 5 every year, I think. And you might be out there wondering, like, where the fuck is Metallica? Well, they haven't released an album in 6.5 years, and like I said, they're putting an album out next year. So Metallica is going to take that number 1 spot next year, bro. Trust me.
yeah.
But
And
yeah,
I mean,
Linkin Park, bro.
if this was linked to your YouTube as well, you'd probably have Metallica on there because
Well,
you do a lot
that's
of YouTube
actually
stuff.
very interesting.
Yeah.
I wish that we could combine that somehow.
yeah.
But yeah, Linkin Park, bro. Sorry, I know that's one of your overrated bands, but
Well,
You
it's
gotta
not
round
a
out.
shock that they would be on yours though because you don't think that. So They're not going to be on any of my list. So
No, I know that.
number 1 is not Linkin Park over here.
Yeah.
It's actually, for the second year in a row, it's actually Taylor Swift, dude. She's done it. This is twice in a row for me. 2 years in a row for Taylor Swift. And she released a new album, but that was like only a couple months ago. So I was obviously listening to her all year long. But yeah, she made it on there for number 1 again for the second year in a row.
Okay. Well, I know you're a Swiftie. We knew that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Top 5 songs. We're just going to run through these real quick. Number 5 for me, Alleyways. That's the Dr. Disrespect song with J+1. So there you go. What's your number 5?
It's Empty Space by The Story So Far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 4 for me, Come As You Are, Nirvana.
Wow. Really? You listen to that one a lot.
I fucking love that song, dude.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 4 for me was Learn to Love the Lie by 4 Year Strong. Because that was the song that they released this year, so I'm not shocked that that's on there.
Number 3 for me, Save Yourself, Stabbing Westward. I can't even say. You know that, bro? I love that song.
That's a banger, dude.
I know.
Yeah. Number 3 for me is Dead and Gone by the State Champs. That's a new song they put out, and I listened to the shit out of it because it was really good.
Number 2 for me surprised the hell out of me. Actually, because I was like, really? So Far Away by Stain. I was like, I listened to it that much?
Wow, yeah.
I mean, it's a great fucking song.
Yeah, it is.
But I was just like, God, how's it my number 2? I think it's, again, like I said, when it comes on, I don't skip.
Yeah. My number 2 is a song from an artist that didn't even come close to making and he's not even one of my favorite country artists, so I'm kind of shocked about this. Maybe it's because I was trying to learn this song for me and my 13-year-old who plays guitar.
Yeah.
We actually did a video of this on Facebook, so I was probably listening to a lot to learn it and play along with it. Mm-hmm. But it's called "It Don't Hurt Like It Used to" by Billy Currington is his name. He's a country artist. Shocked that's number 2 actually though, because I haven't listened to that one in a while. I don't think, but it's on there for number 2 now.
That's probably why then.
Yeah.
Number 1 for me is Eclipse, and that is another Dr. Disrespect song.
Oh, okay.
Banger, bro. J+1 and Dr. Respect. I mean, come on, listen to these songs. Well, I actually played a couple of them after we end episodes.
Yeah. My number 1 is a song called Hammers and Strings by a band called Jack's Mannequin, and I think I found that song this year, and I just loved it. And
that happens. You find a song and you just fucking listen to it.
Yeah, I just put it on repeat sometimes, and it's really good.
Yeah. Fucking A. All right, top genre is the last thing. My top genre is rock. Thank God.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, at least I got that still.
Yeah. Mine is top genre is country. I mean, that's because I play gigs, so I'm listening to a lot of country when I'm learning new songs and shit.
Right.
But I mean, I just listen to country music too. I'm not.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I have a country list as well, like on my Spotify. Spotify, if you like, these are the top 5.
Right.
Okay, that's fucking nothing. Like, if you looked at my actual playlist of Spotify, it looks like somebody took a giant shit.
Yeah, me too, man. Mine's all over the fucking place.
I mean, Lady Gaga was in my top 5.
Yeah,
that should tell you right there.
Yeah.
So I love it, and like I said, next year, obviously, Metallica will be back because they're putting out new music. Thank God. And so I'm going to listen to the shit out of the new album, and that'll be up there for sure. But there you go, man. There's your Spotify Wrapped 2022 for us. And be sure you let us know your top 5 out there on our post, please, because it's always fun to see everybody's top 5. And I got heat for a couple of those things, I'm sure, coming my way. And it'll happen, but it's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Just let me know. So fuck it, man.
Yeah. Man.
Okay. Now let's end on a crazy story that Leafs has. This is and then we'll wrap episode 58 up, and then we'll get back to football, and then get ready for the Cowboys game. So go ahead, man, and end it for us.
Yeah. So I'll just read this article like we like to do when we start.
I'm actually really excited.
Stories.
I'm excited about this.
This is an insane story. Texas woman allegedly scammed online boyfriend out of $1 million and spent it at casinos. That's the old
online
headline.
Boyfriend.
Yeah, online boyfriend.
So not even in person.
Yeah. So a Texas woman allegedly let it ride with money she scammed out of a boyfriend. Hancock County prosecutor. Okay, her name's Lorraine Rue. She's 46. Found a way to get $1.2 million out of her online boyfriend from Indiana, and went to casinos in Oklahoma more than 300 times over 2 years.
So, Indiana boyfriend.
Yes.
And she's from here, right?
She's from Fort Worth.
So right here.
Yes.
where we're at.
Yes. This is local.
And Indiana. This guy was in Indiana. That's
Yeah.
pretty far.
Yeah. So let's see. Rue is the lady. Lorraine Rue was arrested in Texas earlier this month on a count of corrupt business influence and 10 counts of counterfeiting. Court documents reveal that Rue met the New Palestine man on social media, and the pair began a relationship during which the man sent her $1.2 million between October 2020 and February of this year. She said she needed the money to pay for her daughter's surgical procedures and prescriptions, along with her heart medications for herself. Investigators discovered that Rue was allegedly using money to finance her lifestyle, which included 167 visits to one Oklahoma casino and 157 to another during that 2-year span. She's currently being held at Tarrant County Jail in Texas.
Yeah, Tarrant County. That's
So-
that's the county right over from me. And you.
Yeah.
Tarrant County is right next to us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. This I don't know how people keep falling for this online bullshit relationship stuff.
How the fuck are you going to get in an online relationship and send somebody over $1 million?
Yeah, he must be an older gentleman.
Do you think they
probably
met?
I don't think they have.
That's even worse.
She said they met on social media, so I don't think they
Not
met
even
in
an
purpose.
in-person meeting. Like, let me fly down there, baby.
Well, let me tell you, you don't want to meet this lady in person because she is ugly as fuck.
So you have a picture of her.
Yes, there's a picture. Her mugshot, apparently.
All right, I need to see this.
Yeah, it's bad.
Good God.
She,
Who's sending that lady $1 million?
Yeah, I don't know if he's seen pictures of her, but if he did, he'd probably be like, "Nah, fuck
You think
this."
she catfished him?
Probably. I
Yeah.
bet she probably used a fake. And I don't know how people still fall for that type of shit.
I
But
don't
she
either.
probably used fucking fake photos.
You're that
100%.
fucking lonely, bro?
Yeah.
$1 million? Who the
Yeah.
fuck has $1 million just to give away to somebody online?
And also, yeah, it says something like he went through his IRA stuff and retirement stuff and savings account and just sent. That's how he sent it to her.
Oh
So,
my God. Okay, so she drained him, bro.
Yeah, she fucked him over big time.
But why would you do that
Yeah.
as a guy?
Well, she was telling him she needed the money for her daughter's surgeries and shit. So she obviously buttered him up with that shit. And so maybe he thought he was helping her out. And no, she's sitting on her fat ass up in Windstar, pumping money
Right.
into the fucking casino.
And then
slots.
going to McDonald's after that.
Obviously.
Because she's very fat.
She
Lee
is.
showed you the picture of her mugshot. She looks like she's 300 pounds.
Yeah, she's exactly what you would see sitting at a Windstar.
Yeah, there's no
Most of the
way.
time.
There's no way that's the pictures that she sent him.
No, there's no fucking way.
No way.
I imagine there's going to be more coming out as the trial comes up because he's probably going to say, yeah, this is who she said she was, and
Right.
this is what I was doing. And also the investigators found that there was zero evidence of her daughter being in, there's no records of her daughter ever going to a hospital for any sort of surgery or anything.
So that was all made up.
yeah, it's all made up.
Shocker.
Obviously. Yeah. No,
Of course,
so-
this person was not telling the truth. What a big shock.
And I mean, this is 2022, man. I don't know how you keep falling for this online shit. I know the catfish thing was big right when the internet kind of started, but if you're still falling for shit like this, like, there's no fucking way. Because I got hit up on Instagram one time, and it was a really hot 30-year-old girl, dude. She said she lived in like Mississippi.
Yeah.
Immediately, I'm like, this girl's gonna ask me for money. Like, I already knew.
Yeah, of
How
course.
did this guy not know this?
Yeah.
And so, we talked. I was going to use it as like one of my posts I normally do, but then I was like, I want to see how long it's going to take her to ask me for money. So I was actually talking to her, and then she was like, she kept saying she's from Poland, bro, is what she said, and she had
She
a husband.
lives in Mississippi.
Yeah, she moved to Mississippi to marry a dude. So I was like, this is already money based already. I already know this.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was a mail order bride.
and then I guess so.
Right.
And she said he had died, and now she had a daughter with him, and so, but she didn't mention money for like a week, dude. And I'm like, I'm already tired of talking to this bitch because I know she's gonna ask me for money. Obviously, I'm not gonna hook up with her or anything because she lives in Mississippi. But we never got to that point. And then finally, she was like, "Yeah, I'm just having trouble. Like, I don't have any sort of jobs." She said she was like a makeup artist or something. I was like, whatever. And then so her daughter was hungry and she wanted some money. I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
I was like,
There it is.
sorry, can't help you.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's funny is the other day that happened to me
Oh yeah.
on Snapchat.
Oh really?
I get a lot of Snapchat fucking scams, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but they send videos
Oh really?
to me, and I'm like, how the fuck do they do that? I don't even know. But anyways, I get them. And one was like, I live right next to you in your
Kinda
area.
creepy.
That's how I found you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, my location's off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, So she's in a video of she was naked.
Mhm.
I'll be honest, promoting her OnlyFans. by the
Yeah,
way.
I've gotten some Snapchats like that before. It's been
But
a
I
while
was
though.
but I was happy
Yeah,
when I saw the Snapchat video. I was like, wow, she is naked.
Yeah.
that was free.
yeah,
And she was like, I live close to you, and I'm just trying to like get you to come like hang out with me and like on my OnlyFans and all that. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Let me see. Like, where do I live? She was like, you live around this area, and I was like, fuck.
yeah.
I was like, how do I? I was like, okay, so I did go to her OnlyFans anyways, and it was like fucking $20 a month. I was like, nah.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
So I'm like, I'm out, but I was actually like, that's kind of scary
yeah,
because that bitch knows where I am somewhere around this area because she nailed it.
yeah.
The area, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know how those bots are doing it.
yeah. I don't know either.
I mean, it's a real chick, I guess, doing the videos, but I don't know, like, anyways, but she was pretty hot.
Yeah.
But I guarantee she's not down here in Texas, bro.
No, not
She's somewhere else, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They never are.
Just
dude.
be careful out there, man, and don't fall for this fucking shit that this guy did by sending over $1 million to a 300-pound chick from Fort Worth that
Yeah.
goes to WinStar every weekend.
Yeah, that's insane. Like I don't know how you get caught up in that. That much money over 2 years. That's crazy, man.
That's $1 million. What
Yeah.
the fuck? And you went into your fucking retirement?
Yeah,
Ouch. Lesson learned on that guy.
yeah.
You ain't gonna get that shit back.
No, no.
Fucking
she,
done.
No, she obviously it's up in WinStar right now, bro.
Yeah. WinStar's like counting that cash, bro.
Or Choctaw. She says it's two different Oklahoma, and those are the two biggest ones in Oklahoma. So imagine
Oh,
that's the ones we're talking
100%.
about.
She lives in Fort Worth.
Yeah,
That's where she's going.
Yeah.
WinStar or Choctaw.
yeah.
Yeah. There's no reason to go anywhere else.
No, yeah,
So Jesus Christ. Be careful out there, guys.
yeah. Those,
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, ask for pictures. Obviously, I mean you're gonna get fake ones. So
Oh, 100 that has to be catfish because that chick is 300 pounds.
Yeah,
and the
she
picture
is-
is disgusting.
she is disgustingly ugly.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Don't do it. No, I'm not sorry.
Yeah,
She is.
she's bad.
Very bad. All right, man. Well, there you go. There's the crazy story to end this episode. I would say okay. Song of the week for me is obviously Metallica Lux Eterna.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shocker.
I'm gonna do that one too. Since it's
There you
brand
go.
new.
There you go. Both of our songs. So make sure you
Yeah.
go listen to the new Metallica song. Not a shocker, because it's a banger.
Yes.
And it's fast, it's heavy, and I love it. And thank God they're putting out new music. That's all I can say.
Yes.
So there you go. There's episode 58. We're going to get out of here, man. We're going to watch the rest of NFL Sunday. The Cowboys kick off in a couple hours, actually, from now. So that's a big thing for us. We got Leafs obviously going to hang out all night. Our other buddies coming over as well. So we're going to have a party. And there's going to be a lot of beers that go down these pipes.
A lot of beers. A lot of beers.
So tomorrow we'll suck. Fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough Monday.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough Monday. But that's okay. Because then we have the rest of the week to recover. And then, obviously, I guess we'll be back for Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
Which, good Lord, man, I didn't even look to see who's playing on Thursday night. Let me
There's
check.
a better Thursday night schedule coming up, man. I think
It's not really, actually. This week it's Raiders at Rams. So I bet when they first scheduled that this earlier this year, they thought it was going to be awesome, but the Rams are terrible. So
yeah, the Rams have 87 people injured, and they sucked before that anyway. So yeah, it's not going to be great.
So, if anything, Derek Carr is my fantasy quarterback, so we can watch that.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, we'll be on live Thursday for Thursday Night Football. Again, of course, on Twitch and YouTube. So if you're out there watching and have watched us live record, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Make sure you go out there. And on Tuesdays, we release audio versions of this as well. We release it on everything: Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, fucking iHeartRadio, everywhere you can find a podcast, we're out there. But if you listen on Spotify, please hit that 5-star rating at the top. It's literally takes you 2 seconds. You just hit 5 stars. On Apple Podcasts, you do the same thing at the bottom. You rate us, and then you can also, on Apple, what was really important is you write a review. You go down there, you write a couple sentences, and tell everybody out there, because everybody sees that. Tell us we're funny, blah, 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 if you like it. If you don't like it, then please don't leave a review. But, yeah. And then we're on socials everywhere, Leaf.
Yeah, we are on. We got a Facebook page out there. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok, and that is all at Eskimo Brothers Podcast. So go over there and follow us. We always post when we're going live on Twitch and YouTube. and we let you know whenever a new episode drops on the audio stuff. So go follow us there. And like we said about our Spotify wrap for the podcast, awesome numbers, and we just appreciate you guys hanging out and listening. And all the support has been amazing this year. So we're going to wind down this year, try to end strong, and then get started on 2023, and then hopefully those numbers just keep going up for us. But it's all because of you guys, and we appreciate that.
That's right. And don't forget Twitch and YouTube.
Yes.
Follow us on those as well.
Absolutely. I think I put on our Facebook page, if you go like our Facebook page and you go in there, you'll see a link tree, little link to our link tree. They'll have every one of our social media accounts, the Twitch and YouTube link. You just go click on that link tree, and then you can go click to each individual thing and follow us from there. It's pretty simple.
That's true. Leaf made the link tree. It's got every fucking thing, dude.
You can find
and
us.
we're literally posting on our fucking own personal stories all the time, our own pages all the time.
Yeah.
Because we put it all in one place.
Yeah, if you're following us on Instagram, like I said, we post in a story all the time. We always have that link tree down there. So if you follow us on Instagram, you'll find us. No problem.
Absolutely. But yeah, thanks again for listening out there. Cheers, everybody. Have a great rest of your Sunday if you're watching us. Jason, thanks a lot for hanging out, brother. We really fucking appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah.
And then if you're listening on our audio on Tuesday, fucking have a great Tuesday and a great rest of your week, man. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Eskimo Brothers Podcast. This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.
Like I never felt before.